welcome to the podcast. We got Trippjones in the cut. Where were you driving back from today, man?
Making some moves and shit, you know what I mean?
Some what?
Some moves, motherfuckers got bills to pay, so gotta make some
Yes.
money.
Yeah, so you're out of New York and stuff. Did you have a show recently or something?
I was supposed to, but it was outdoors and shit got rained out, but we gonna reschedule that shit soon.
Yeah, who is that show with? Who's on that roster?
My label and my family, Corpus, New York City. It was me, Show Me the Body, Polo Perks was on that joint, a band called Junta, a band called The Fight. Three of the artists got to perform though, but right before I was supposed to perform and Show Me, the shit started raining, so we gonna reschedule that shit though.
You had Polo Perks. Is that the gentleman who does the drill the punk drill stuff? Is that who you're talking about?
I believe so. I believe so. Yes.
So he had that one album, Punk Goes Drill. That was. Did you listen to that?
I heard a couple of songs, but to be honest, I ain't listen to that shit.
Yeah, bro. That was.
They doing it. He doing his thing. I respect. He doing his thing.
Yes. Cause it's like it's hard for me to get into drill. Cause it's very, I don't know, but the people who do it differently, I'd say would be like Polo Perks and Sleepy Hollow, and 22 G's. He does that shit real good too. But what you say?
I said he doing his thing.
Yeah, bro. And you're doing your thing. You just had that project a couple months ago with Tony Seltzer. So how'd you link up with Tony Seltzer for this project?
Shit, for real. We recorded in 2017. We just been holding on. It's been in the stars. It's all old. All that shit was recorded 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
Tony Seltzer the homie though. You know what I mean? He probably the hardest underground. You know what I mean? Whatever you want to call it, producer in New York. He one of my favorites. So it was inevitable for us to link him. That's the homie though. You know what I mean? Even outside of music, that's the homie. I respect him. So.
Yeah. So how'd you first link up with him to like make music? Because you got a long history of making stuff.
Yeah, shit. Me and Tony, we probably got like 15 unreleased tapes in the stash, for real. But shit, everybody just kept telling us to link. Motherfuckers been telling me to link Tony since like 2015. So you know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
when the time was right, and then shit, that's his history. We got hella flames in the vault.
Yeah. Like who else do you have like that almost that amount of like collaborations with? Like who else do you have like a huge amount of collaborations with in the vault that you could speak on?
My man Loko Los, I'm about to link him right after this interview and shit. He he go retarded. He from Ohio, but he's standing out here right now. This shit go stupid. He probably got like 15, 16 tapes. Got a lot of shit with Grim Dozer. I really got over like 50 unreleased projects just sitting in the stash for.
Yeah. I bet I'd enjoy myself if I had to log into your Google Drive and listen to all that or whatever you use the storage, bro. Yeah, bro. Like, man, and you got so much like projects out too. Like, you're very you're very consistent with that. And I will always listen to your shit and stuff like that. But I gotta ask, like, since you drop a lot, you switch distributors every now and then. So, what distributor has been the best to use for you to distribute your music?
Uh, I don't know what's been the best for recently. I've been using DistroKid. I've only used about two for United Masters and DistroKid. Um, but I don't know. They both dope. You know what I mean? They both get the job done. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
got like a preference in terms of which one I like, but I just been using DistroKid more recently.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. So let's go back to talk about Loko Los. How did you link up with him in the first place? To start making music with him because you and him, you and his collaborations are probably my favorite out of your whole discography. So how'd you link up with him?
Shit, really SoundCloud shit. You feel me? We just like in the same realm. We start rocking with each other shit, and then I had to go to Ohio. I had to make a little move. I was out in Columbus, and I hit him up. We linked up in person a couple years ago, and then we just started linking more and more. You know what I mean? So I like to link motherfuckers in person for like just so you know what I mean. The motherfucker could be one way on the internet, and then you meet them. You know, and I like to make music with people I could rock with, and you know what I mean, just respect outside of the music. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what you mean, man. Like, you gotta like talk with like, cause I make music myself. I have my own music clique, and like, you have like, I have the. You gotta be there for the people. You gotta be there for them like emotionally, but you also gotta realize sometimes it's like you gotta stop rambling on about stuff and get the job done. So like, yeah, I know what you're saying, but you have like a long history of like working with a lot of amazing people in the underground, and one of my favorite collaborations that you've done with a fucking legend is Mr. Cisco. So like, how did you come to work with him?
That's OG shit. It's funny. I think about it another day. That's just really SoundCloud shit for real. Like I probably maybe like 2014, 15. He's he was producing a lot of shit. You know what I mean? I think I don't know who followed first on SoundCloud. Maybe me, maybe him. I think I hit him up. I was like, I fuck with your beats. You know what I mean? And then he just sent me some fire. I never met him in person and shit. We haven't made some shit in a long time. I think we ain't make that since maybe like 2015, 2016. But he he be he be rapping a lot too now and shit. I'll be seeing shit, but
Yeah,
yeah, it should go hard. It should go hard.
he's doing that new stuff, and yeah, he does his like funk stuff with Schema. Like he appears on like a lot of their stuff, but when he has a solo project, it's very like Detroit sounding. Cause I mean, he's from Detroit. You know what I mean?
Big facts, big facts.
Yeah, I really mess with what he's been doing. But let's go back to like the beginning of all of this real quick. Who was the first person that you saw, like, it could be someone in person, but who was the first person that you saw like making music? And then when you saw that person do all this beautiful stuff, what made you realize like I can do this too? Or who was that person?
I wouldn't really say somebody in person did. Well, first I was at a show. It was like some festival shit in Detroit, and I saw Danny Brown perform. I think this has maybe been like 2015, probably maybe 14, 15, around that time. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I was fucked up a lot of times. I acid, mushrooms, and just seeing the way, you know what I mean, we was going crazy, and the way like hundreds of motherfuckers were just free, and you know what I mean, having a good time, probably not worried about any bullshit in their life. That was probably the first time I saw some shit like that in terms of a live performance, and I was like, I wouldn't be able to, you know what I mean, give people an escape the way he giving people an escape right now. So that definitely motivated me to go harder, like in terms of just trying to establish a music career. You know what I mean?
What year was this around?
Probably around, I want to say 2015, maybe, maybe like, I want to say probably 2015. So.
Yeah, cause like that's around the time when like you know, the consistency started from what I've seen and stuff like that. Cause you have some like really old stuff that's really good. There's one with this one guy, I forget his name, but there's a project on your Bandcamp from a while ago. I forget the name of that fool, but it had a green cover. I don't know if you know what I mean.
504 era.
Who?
It might have been Journal.
Yes, that was that shit. Oh my god.
You from? I think you from. I don't want to say
New Zealand. From what I saw.
Yep. I don't know. I kind of lost contact with him. He was one of my favorite producers for. But yeah, that shit was sick. We never linked in person, but we was like sending shit back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely. We were supposed to make volume 2, but shit. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe I'll link up again. But there's also another artist out of New Zealand which is going insane right now. That's Sempra. Have you ever got a chance to listen to Sempra? No, all right. Well, he's in Schema and he's good. He's going crazy and he's doing a lot of shit. But maybe I'll send you a link later. But that shit's going crazy. But yeah, like what was the first? What projects of your earlier days do you think like you found your sound in? What was the project in your earlier days that you like actually found your like sound or felt like you really progressed with?
Every single one, to be honest, because I feel like I got I won't say I got one sound. I feel like I got a lot of different sounds. A lot of motherfuckers might think, oh, he be on some dark shit all the time, but that's only what I choose to drop. Like, you know what I mean? I got so much different shit. But I try to. I don't. I can't really pinpoint a project to be honest. I will say when I recorded my first quote unquote, you know what I mean, like album, first project that I really took like serious, like an album, Machine Smoke. Um, that album I released that through Corpus. You know what I mean? That album made me approach full length projects differently. Before I would just, you know what I mean, trigger happy just recording shit, just throw it out, throw it out. That was the first time I took my time with a project, you know what I mean, sit on it for a little bit, you know what I mean. But in terms of that question, I would just say every single project is. I'm still unlocking new sounds, you know what I mean.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And you're also like you even though you do like projects with like people like again and again, they still sound like different when you collaborate with them again, like the Gladiator season stuff. Like they sound similar, like the new one, but like they still sound good, but the new one sounds real older from the other one, the Gladiator season 2, which I was a real big fan of. But how'd you link up with Perp for that? Because that shit, like that's beautiful, man. Gladiator season was beautiful.
Sending shit, you know what I mean? Just sending shit back and forth. Loko Los produced all those beats, so me, it was like really me and Loko Los locking in together in the studio, and we got a lot of tracks with Perp, so we would just like, you know what I mean? Just we recorded a shitload of songs for that, you know, and just picked the ones we like the most and shit for real, for real. But me and Perp, all the shit me and Perp made together, we ain't never record none of that in person. It's all through like the email shit. We done talk over the, you know what I mean,
You
FaceTime.
never met Perp in person?
I ain't get the link Perp yet. We supposed to do a show in New York. You got to pop out. Perp low key. Perp the Grim Reaper. This shit. You gonna
Yeah.
pop out too, you know, one of these days.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like I'd want to. I'm a producer myself, and I feel like it would be insane to like be in a room with him making something. I think it would be just like I don't know, man. I think it would just be beautiful because he's just been making this beautiful stuff for so long. Like, what was the first Perp song that you listened to?
Shit, I can't call it. I think one of the first projects might have been a NASA joint.
Yeah,
Perp, you know what I mean? Perp, respect the Perp, you know what I mean? Musically, motherfuckers can't take nothing away from, you know what I mean?
yeah. And like the impact that Raider Clans had, like the Slim Gorilla stuff. Like Slim Gorilla is one of my favorite people out of Raider Clan. Like that's still doing stuff. Like yeah, Xavier Wolf, beautiful, beautiful like discography right there. But Slim Gorilla, like he needs a huge amount of like credibility. I really fuck with what he's doing. But someone in the underground that I see you be liking their pictures a lot is Solze. Are you a fan of Solze?
That's the homie. That's the homie. Yeah, well, we ain't like either, but in terms of like, we got respect for each other. I fuck with what they doing. I fuck with Doom Shop. I've been fucking with Doom Shop since day one. You know what I mean? I think before Soze was even in that shit, shout out Stony. You know what I mean? Shout out Player Misery now, but used to be MC Holocaust. Shout out Cursed. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Freddie Dredd, you know what I mean? I've been rocking with Freddie Dredd since like 2015 type shit. So I've been fucking with Doom Shop since day one type shit. Shout out DJ Closer. You know,
How old was Freddie Dredd when you first made songs with him?
honest.
What you say?
I said I have no clue. I don't even know how old he is right now.
Yeah, but he was probably a young. He was probably like he probably looked like me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like he was probably like oh he probably had a baby face, man. That's insane because that your earlier work with him is beautiful, man. You just dropped a new song with him, or is it might be like a reissue of like an old song? That
Yeah,
shit.
I just had a lot of tracks. We dropped that. I ain't never put on Spotify, so I was like, fuck it, we throw these shits because maybe some motherfuckers who getting hip to my shit now don't even buy SoundCloud, so I'll just drop my old tracks for.
Yeah, Spotify is like people are in the modern time of music as compared to like 2015 shit. People are way more focused on Spotify than SoundCloud. Like the playlists and the listener, everybody's obsessing over listeners. Like your listeners are fine, but I know people that like, you know what I mean. Like how do you like how do you promote your? Do you have any tips on how to promote your music at all, or is it just like focus on the quality?
Shit, I can't call it because what might work for some person might not work for somebody else. You know what I mean? What might work for that person will work for the next person. I say the best tip I could do give is just make the shit you like. You know what I mean? And don't. I seen a lot of people like try to focus on probably what'll get their shit popular. You know what I mean? What they think the people want to hear. And some people's good at that. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? Do your everybody more power to them. But I feel like I've seen a lot of artists maybe dumb their creativity down, trying to search for something they think will get popular. But the best advice that I'll be do the shit you like the most, cause you know what I mean. And don't focus on just like just for me. It's just my advice. Don't focus on like blowing up all the time. Just focusing on doing what you making the shit you like and having fun with it. You know what I mean? Cause I've seen a lot of motherfuckers blow up too. They probably miserable. You know what I mean? And they not having fun because they probably blew up off some shit
Yeah.
they ain't even like making. So that's the best advice I could do. Just focus on making the shit you like to make, and the rest will follow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because there's always that one guy who like doesn't drop anything, but he has like 100 unreleased songs, and he like is so focused on like dropping at the right time, building up that one beautiful album that's gonna be a classic as soon as it comes out or something, and they're always focused on some grand concept. But
I
for
mean,
like,
like I don't see no wrong with that either. But if it worked for them, but like you know what I mean, everything. I feel like the biggest mistake. I wouldn't even want to call it a mistake, but I feel like people always try to and it's just I guess whatever human nature, but they try to see what works for people who are successful, and then they try to do that because they see the successful person doing it, but they might
yes,
not see what it took. You only probably found out about the motherfucker after they was successful. You know what I mean? They probably deleted all the shit they dropped once they got successful. So I feel like there's no right way to really do shit. I feel like every individual has to find what they like doing best.
it's not like The Weeknd just made House of Balloons and blew up. He had a million other tracks under a different rap. He used to be a rapper, and his name was like Kin Kane or some shit. And he had a bunch of tracks out online. I definitely recommend anybody watching check out that fucking Kin Kane Weekend shit. But yeah, like I totally feel you on like, and also like even Drake. Like nobody listens to like Room for Improvement or like Comeback Season. They only listen to like So Far Gone, Moving Forward, and they don't like look back on that. But like, who like what mixtape from like the pre 2010s that like blew someone up are you a fan of?
Uh, yeah, I was fucking a lot of G and shit. You know what I mean? Lloyd Banks. I was fucking with Lloyd Banks. Um, I was fucking with a lot of shout out Stack Bundles. Rest in peace. He's a far Rockaway legend. You know what I mean? Definitely left this earth too early, but his shit was retarded. Um, a lot of different. You know what I mean? A lot of different shit.
Yeah. Well, you're a fan of Big L, right? You're a real big fan of him.
He was definitely my top three favorite rappers. You know what I mean? For sure.
How'd you get into Big L?
Um, to be honest, maybe my homie Dirtbag Molly, shout out Dirtbag Molly. I think he might have put me on the L. But Lifestyles of the Porn Dangerous was the first tape that I ever listened to to back without skipping anything. You know what I mean? Just close my eyes, just bump that shit. And that shit definitely influenced me to make my pen the wickedest it could possibly be and shit.
Yeah. Well, like, I mean, I think your pen's pretty fucking amazing, but I want to ask, like, what message are you trying to spread with your music, like, overall?
I don't think it's just one message, but I guess if I had to pick one, to say for motherfuckers to find their own realm of existence and be comfortable in that instead of trying to fucking fit into what is either popular or what they think they should be doing. It goes back to making the music you like to make. You know what I mean? I feel like this world should exist. This shit in general is like, do this, you be successful. This is popular, that's not. And I feel like a lot of people just dumb their whole life down trying to chase popularity or, you know what I mean, doing what they think will make them the most money or all that shit. I feel like motherfuckers do what you like to do, you know what I mean? 'Cause you don't want to be trapped in a mental prison your whole life trying to be something that you really not because you think it's gonna make you the most money. I don't think that's the way, but I ain't judging no motherfuckers. You know, motherfuckers could do whatever they want to do. But if I had to spread a message, it would be believe in this. Might sound corny to some, but believe in your motherfucker self. You know what I mean? And if you different than other motherfuckers, that don't mean all motherfuckers are better than you. 'Cause motherfuckers can't be you. Be yourself. Motherfuckers need to be themselves.
Yeah, I fuck with that message, bro, and I totally hear it in the music, and like you know how to pick the right producers to work on your stuff. And one of my favorite tracks that has probably some of your best production, which is on a really good EP that you done, is the Agua song with Nedarb. So like, who directed that video? Because that shit is beautiful.
I did actually.
You did?
Yeah, facts. I had linked with this videographer Hassan. Yeah, I was like, let's just do some green screen shit. And since the song is Agua, I don't use water in Spanish, so I literally came up. He came up. He brought some of the props. I basically told him what I wanted. I sent him some like,
Yeah, the swimsuit stuff.
yeah. He brought the swimsuit and shit. You know what I mean? But I basically, we both kind of like directed it in terms of, he came up with like the props and shit. But I told him what I wanted to do and sent him like the shit you see in the background and all that shit. And then,
The kid dancing from that one in the one meme where the kid's like, you know what I'm talking about?
yeah, facts. Yeah, I sent him
That shit's a classic. That's like one of the oh man, that's one of the classic like internet like videos. It's like cemented in people's head. I think the first time I saw that was like fucking 2012 or some shit. I think I saw that on Vine back in the Vine days, bro. That shit. Bro, Vine has some gems, dude. Yeah, but and the Nedarb production on that's pretty fire. But like
him got like unreleased too. You know what I mean?
how much tracks?
Oh shit, at least 20.
Shit.
At least 20.
Damn, bro. I mean, his works is beautiful. What's a favorite track produced by Nedarb that's like you're not on, or it could be your own song, but what's your favorite like track that Nedarb's produced?
So I like this shit. A lot of this shit he produced for himself. He used to rap too back in the day. He used to spaz back in the day, but I can't really name one. I definitely like this shit, some shit he did for Pete. He definitely got some crazy shit with Pete. But all his shit slap. You know what I mean? I'm definitely I like a lot of the shit he does with Hulk, too, and shit. She's a female rapper. She does this fuck.
What's her name?
I love you, Hulk. Hulk. I think she might just go by Hulk now.
I'll look into that.
Yeah, she is fuck. They got a whole tape together and shit. I think they dropped it like 2 years. They got, I think, 2 tapes together. But that shit go hard.
And he's also like Nedarb's got some cool like instrumental like electronic stuff. I forget one of those tracks that I have, but I don't know. But he's got a bunch of like cool shit that he does on his own. I actually heard from a No Jumper interview that he did. He said that he used to have a podcast. Did you know that?
I think he told me that, but I don't know if I was aware of it at the time that he actually had it.
Yeah, because I think that shit was like, I think this was around the time Bones was that kid. I think that's maybe how long ago that was.
The kid. I think it was the kid.
I don't know.
THA, I think that's what it was.
The kid, but Yeah, I do like I fuck with Bones a lot, dude. That shit, I fucking love Bones, dude. But yeah, and you
OG and this shit.
yeah, for sure, for sure. And you work a lot with Morg. What's your favorite song that you and him have worked on?
Um, right now probably the intro to the Casket 3. We just dropped that. We got a lot of shit. And me and him probably got over like 30 unreleased tracks as well. So
The intro to the latest one you did with him.
Casket 3. I fuck
Yeah.
with that.
I reacted to a song from that was on Memphis 666 on my YouTube channel, but I fuck with that project a lot, and I think I was listening to it probably like a week ago or some shit. That's a banger right there. When was the first one made?
2016, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
But, yeah.
that's a banger right there. But I want to ask a real personal question. What's the longest you've been without making music?
I have no fucking clue. Uh, to be honest, I've been making shit a lot. Like, but I don't be. Sometimes I'll be forcing it, but I don't know. Probably not over a month. I don't know. Maybe a week or 2 weeks. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, yeah. So, what tracks or projects do you have planned that you could speak on?
Me and Loko Los about to drop a 3-track EP either next week or the week after. You know what I mean? Shit called Dead Sea Depression. But the shit is fire. I'm actually going to link with him after this. Probably work on Terminator Jones Volume 2 and shit. So.
For real, like what was the first one called? It was called
Trust Wars.
Terminator Jones or wait, what were you talking about?
Terminator Jones.
Yeah, so you're doing a sequel to that.
Yeah, the first one is called Terminator Jones Trust Wars. This one will be called Checkmate.
Oh man, I have a question. I have a question about Terminator. What do you like the better, the first or the second Terminator film?
They both though. Probably the first. I don't know. Second though too. They both. I don't know. I like both of them. They
Yeah,
won't be the second one if one for the first one. So.
yeah, they're both fucking awesome movies. But yeah, what other announcements like about shows or anything could you talk about before we wrap this up?
I got a show September 10th in Brooklyn at a spot called St. Vitus. It's gonna be with Blue Anxiety. It's gonna be with Dog Breath, a couple of the dope ass bands and that shit as well. I think. Give me a second. Dog Breath is ill. Y'all motherfuckers need to check out Blue Anxiety. Shout out y'all. They should go crazy, like crazy. But
Yeah.
I need to shout out everybody on the lineup. So yeah, it's gonna be Blue Anxiety, me, Dog Breath, Hustler, Screw, Manu, and Call Head. So that shit September 10th. See Vitus and shit. You know. It's gonna be really my first show back because last shit got rained out. So
Yeah. What tracks are you gonna be performing there?
like a lot of shit. Probably half shit that I released, half unreleased shit. For a lot of Gladiator season shit with a Koza.
A code like DJ Koza tracks?
Me and him got an unreleased tape as well.
Oh shit. Oh man. You don't know how much I fuck with a Koza, bro. I fucking oh my god. His shit's so fire, bro. And I think his work with Soul's Day is insane, but like how many tracks is that unreleased the Koza project gonna be?
4. I think 4 to 5. So it's gonna be an EP. It's gonna be an EP.
Man, you don't know how hype I'm. Oh man, I'm hyped for that shit. But thanks for coming on the show, man. I really appreciate it. This shit was real good. I feel like we got to know a lot of important like motivational stuff, but also like we learned a lot about your process. And thank you for coming on. And I hope those shows and those projects go very well, man. Thank you.
Much respect. Keep doing your thing, man. You already know.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Bye.